Hello everyone, this is your Curia Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. We want to welcome you back to Book of Hours in Lovecraft Country. Okay, so I have ideas. Let's get this clear first. So first of all, we missed the dawn by 2.5 seconds for the Xanthok Essence, so we're going to be regenerating the forge fragment, the metal soul fragment that we used here as cycle 1. Now we'll use the other one to catalog, I think, yep, we've got a Curia book. Grab the other one here, get that started at least, so we can have another one. And now, as for what we're going to be doing, now today is a storm. Not only does it give us lovely sound effects, which I so miss. God, I love living on the coast, but it's too expensive these days. And also tsunamis. But the storm is the most powerful weather condition we have, which means I will be using it for a specific purpose. If I draw the storm card, I'm pretty much it's going to dominate the whole day. But what we're going to need is I'm going to need every single one of my heart ones out, and I may in fact need to grab Memory Storm and a couple other things because this 3 for. We're going to be doing something with heart today. So, yeah, we'll need 3 here, do that. We've got this 3, we've got that 4. We got a bunch of options, but I may need even more. So, let's keep all of our heart-based soul fragments in our back pocket for possible usage. Now, that being said, let's go to Phase 2. Phase 2 will be us trying to read a book. Now, there's a couple options here. This one's pretty easy. It's got Hill and Hollow, and there's a couple of Earth-based skills I could be using those on, because I do not, in fact, have... I have Hill and Hollow, and I have it maxed out. But I've also got this sand storage, which is something completely different. Now, I would need Hyakos in order to do so. We've got Hyakos right here, but it's an edge and grail, so it's not going to actually help us to try to... Where is it? This one? This one. It's not going to try to help us to get through the 10 rows. So 4 rows, we've got, of course, 4 for our skill. We've got 2 for FET. One of the few times we actually use FET, by the way. That makes 6. So we've got a tool for 7, and we have no memory to go with it. So if we do want to do this one, we're going to have to read a book, and we're going to have to risk having to generate another point. So I may pass on that for now. I mean, there is another option, which would be, of course, to use our Enduring Reflection, but we don't actually have one of those. In fact, that's one of the things we have to do in Cycle 3. So we'll skip that one for now. We're going to go straight to Singlefoot Songs. Now, Singlefoot Songs, I got to remember which desk will allow us to use Scale. Not this one. Okay, what about the new one? I haven't really checked that one out. The Governor's desk does not have Scale. Alright. So who does? How about you, Solomon? Yep, Solomon's a down-to-earth kind of guy. We're good here. Alright, so what we're going to need, since it's the only the only soul fragment we have with Scale is, unfortunately, the one we have with Heart. And I'm considering getting a health fragment next again, and then just combining the other 2, because oh my god, 2 heart, 2 nectar, and 2 scale are so freaking good. In any case, let's talk about scale. The scale we want to use for this, it's only 3. Wow, I thought it was 4. There you go, that's the one I want. That's 4. Now we can easily put in a random soul fragment here. We get a tool for 5, but we need a memory as well. So, yeah. The question is, do we have one? The Earth Sign. And this is all we need, really. That brings us up to 6. It's exactly what we need. So we will have to replace that one, which means our enduring memories are starting to flag again. So we will be able to read this one, and I think, yeah, we'll just slip in the Faust. And, of course, we should see what it is. Father's strength of John Schlaler, priest and diplomat. That's actually a lot more common than you think. A lot of times the priest was seen as a neutral party. It certainly the hell is not, by the way. It's one of the most politically active ones over the millennia. And, of course, extraordinarily self-interest, but I'm not going to hold that against them. All institutions are. Anyways, so the thing they did use is in between. I will give the Vatican this. In World War II, they did use their influence to try to get as many Jews out of Germany as possible, with the help of with friends within the German intelligence community. The old school German intelligence community, by the way, hated Hitler, hated him, knew they were he was going to bring their country to ruin, knew there's absolutely nothing they could do about it openly. So right up to 1943-44, when they got uncovered, they were doing everything they could to sink the war effort. Okay. Writes of his time on the slopes of Hushan, near the grove of the Green Memorials, never too near. We got that one yesterday, last week. God, it feels like yesterday. Yeah, so let's get that knocked out. Come on. There you go. Now, while that's going on, we need to talk about Cycle 3. Cycle 3 is going to be interesting. I want to see what the second tier of a certain skill is, one that we've only seen once. I think we can probably get it through drops and dances. An actual drum, Thunderskin Paean. I knew it would be that way. Now, Thunderskin Paean is going to be pretty easy to do. We're going to have to regenerate Chore after we're done with this, because it's not a persistent memory, and I believe we can actually dream on it, if necessary, to maintain it. This will, of course, leave us having to produce a 15 afterwards. Now, we're going to have 2 we can generate. There are going to be a bunch of things, but one of the things I was thinking about is this. Do we have... It's a dispensary... Let's have a heart combo. Remember those Westcott compounds we've been, like, sitting on that shelf for years? They've got 4. We put in... And we can put them in here. And we can put in the memory here, for that the music counts as a memory. That produces 8 right off the bat. 3 for the skill, because we'll be using the drum. And wait, the 4 for the skill. Drum is, 4. That's 4, 4, 3, right off the bat. That's 11. Plus 1, 12. We would need a 3-point... I don't know if we can get 3-point remains, but we'll figure something out. I mean... What we do if we get, however, if we regenerate Chore here... 1. Chore would be 3. Skill would be 4. That would be 7. 4 here is 11. Memory would be 4. We could do it. 15. Using that should be able to tell me what the tier 3 version of that is. So, the other alternative, since we can do this, is we can put in 2 health to produce 2. We can put in this to produce 4. And 4, that would work, actually. So we don't have to even regenerate the Chore, because musical instruments can use 2 soul fragments, which is one of the advantages they have, because all they can really use is soul and memory for the most part. Soul, skill, and memory. Grab drums and dances, then grab... Oh, cheerful ditty. Good to know. Thunders Against Paean. Okay, so that will produce that one. Now, afterwards, what will happen is we'll have Curious Hunch 3. Oh, we'll have that. We'll be able to pull it off. It won't be an issue. It won't be a freaking issue. So, let's get Thunderskin's Paean. Ian? I don't know. Thunderskin's Song. Thunderskin's Devotional Song. There we go. Just give it the literal translation. That's the first of our major actions on Cycle 3. The second major action is we're going to start channeling our inner Shapt, because, oh my god, has Shapt been useful. And they've used up so much of it. It takes so much to get the Chronoscord. But what we need to do is we need Gervanite. But I need glass for that. Can I actually pull that off in the dispensary? I think so. See, we've got beach sand that counts as glass. So as long as we can generate... Wait a minute. Okay. Can't use it in here? How about this? No. Huh. Okay, so that's not going to work. I was hoping to be able to stick it in there, but we can't. Anyway, so the dispensary. We need glass for that, and usually what we need for that is the amethyst ampules, or I like to call it the grape juice boxes. So, we need to use a grape juice box. Secret threshold. Pretty much anything else should produce it. There you go. So we get the amethyst ampule. That's going to be our minor one for the day. Okay? Well, that's going on. Our other major one is going to be transmuting this into orichalcum. That's something we can do. There's Shapt, and Let's see. I hope I didn't use the wrong one. Let's see this one, right? No, damn it. I used the wrong skill up there. Oh well. I'll be able to unlock it in a minute anyways, and be able to use the Gervanite in order to produce a oriclum. So we'll just hold that off for a moment. So yeah, probably if we got thought here, we could use the Inca Revelation. Let's see, what do we have for any level 1? Hikos. Hikos is a level. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, or Moth. Any level 1 Moth? Nope. Any level 1 of the light ones? Because, Disciplines of the Scar. Oh, that's level 2. Damn it. Alright, what do we got? Anything down here? Yeah, we're going to need something besides the burnt offerings. So we'll have to actually read a book today. Wow. I'm so terrified. Alright, so yeah. For our books, we want... House. Oh, God, help me, I'm brain farting. Where's Teresa's book? Locksmith Dream. There we go. Let's get the Locksmith's Dream knocked out. Now, I'm going to need herb for today. I could use Fet as well, so I guess we're using Trist. Tends to be our go-to for if we don't want to dispose of Fet. Alright, so Trist goes here. Book goes there. Then we'll use that to upgrade one of our light-based skills with the Burnt Offering. The Burnt Offering will be definitely the pink rocks, because we've been getting a lot of those lately. So let's burn the pink rocks. I love the magical fires. I'll let us do that. Just, you know. Okay, there you go. Pronounce it. Alright. Good thing we're burning the right thing today. Now, we also need to replace our, Ruby Rise Ruin, or I'd like to call it our Fairy Flower rum. So, we do have herbs. It was 2. There's 4 here. We need to get the cocoa, which is another 2. There you go. We'll have that started in a moment. Right. Now, what we're going to need is a flower to go with it. It doesn't necessarily have to add to the grail, it just has to be a flower. We've got a bunch of them. Sea holly tends to be, well, less useful. But that's only going to produce, let's see. Excuse me. Now, even with all of that, herb. There you go. That's 6. This is 8. We can actually throw in a kitchen utensil for 9. But we're still short one, as you can see. So, ingredient-wise, we still need that. We need a memory, unfortunately. We're going to do it here. Or, can we do this somewhere else? Do we have a flower liquid combo with this? I don't know. But I'm probably going to have to go ahead and... We're probably going to have to go ahead and read one of the Grail books. Alright, so if we do that... Whoops, Grail books. We'll do it with... Ah, there you are. Nope, that's not it. Kit. Gotten good at telling the difference there. Okay, so we're going to need to take herb. Let's just take the other Trist, I guess. Does this work with this thing? Nope. But Trist does work. It's a moth-based one. Is moth-based soul fragment as well. It does work for... Nathan's desk. I don't know who Nathan is. Apothecary, but this seems right anyways. Okay, so we'll need a 2-pointer for that. Alright, so I think that's enough complicated stuff we're doing right now, although I need to double check. Yeah, we got both the inks, we don't need to regenerate that at all. Alright, so, and yeah, we'll hold here for a moment. Alright, so, first things first. Transformations. Alright, so the Xanathoc the iotic essence is back where it should be. It's all fuel and pigment. Oh my god, it's so many categories we can use it. That's here. Next, what we want to do is take that fragment of metal, put it here, as well as our thing of water. Alright, there you go. There's our renounce, baby. Okay, so let's get everything else going. I could use the data mess to do upgrade, but why would it be that crazy? Alright, so yeah. Still other things we can do here. Like we could, let me think about it. We could generate with Whist and Fost a couple of skill. Yeah, we got a couple possibilities here. First, let's get this knocked out. Okay, first of all, it's not infected. It's a one we already have, Watson's Paradox. Carlos, oh, the new and unknown Tantra is actually from the base game as well. We know Sanskrit. Carlos Garcia Sayuri, the ecstatic, I like ecstatics, mystics of the Pyrenees, was known to recite this. Ecstatics are fun. You know, they're not the type that just sit around and go, they're like, let's have some fun, and then maybe shoot myself into a super consciousness because I'm so excited. That's basically what ecstaticism is. You attempt to step outside of your consciousness by overwhelming it by pleasant sensations, or, you know, what the people define as pleasant, as we've discussed before, can have a wide range. The three languages they had never visit the subcontinent, which basically means, I don't know. It's like during a period of time there was when the British Empire was occupying Lantern, was occupying the Indian subcontinent. They had this tendency of like appropriating these ancient texts and doing it. In fact, somebody wrote once that the concept of Hinduism as being a unified religion was actually a British invention, where they basically combined all the localized religions which had similar aspects and said, okay, you're all part of the same religion now. Everybody was like, what? But everybody kind of still uses it as a shorthand because, you know, English is a dominant language, and how we think is how we speak and how we think are desperately interconnected to the point where most people don't even realize it, which is why propaganda is so effective. Anyways, where are we? Okay. The other metal fatigue is now going. That's the question. Should I should hold that in reserve for the moment. But what we can do, let's grab this. Let's grab the usual two we do for which ones are they? Gods. Moon egg. That's definitely got two. That. What's the other one? Damn it. All right, that's supposed to be. There's impulse. That's for hindsight. That's gossip, which doesn't have it. I think it's intuition. Oh my god, I hate this. 1 nanosecond, everyone. I gotta check my notes. Okay, I was right. It is the other one that I need for this. Okay, so in this case, what we need to do, let's grab Fost here. Use that with the moon egg. Yeah, Hush House Lectures. So what do I name the series after? I guess I'm Dr. Aaron Peel now, because that's the author of this book. Or sorry, no, that's not the author of the book. That's a person whose lectures were recorded and written down. Anyways, okay, we're using this one here, but there's got to be another one we can use up here. Do you have Lantern? You were part of the Lantern cult there. Yep, thought so. Alright, let's grab you. Could have used Caller's desk, but I really don't want to sit at the desk of somebody who's committed quite that many crimes against humanity. I have standards. Okay, crimes against humans, that's one thing. Crimes against humanity is another. Putting on a lot of things moving slowly here. Did we not get past the first minute yet? Is that what we're doing? Oh my god. I think this one's going to be the first one to pop right here. Okay. Nope, it's the Amphield. That's good. Now, should we get the... Alright, so, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, by the way. We need to regenerate Shaft again. And doing in the Amphield first, because it's so quick, is actually not a bad idea. Yep, we're actually... have not generated any income today, so we're in the red for 2 at the moment. So, yeah, I'll have to think about that. Okay. Yes, the Gatekeeper, Memory Revelation. So, what we want to do is we want to take one of our skills that has Lantern. Level 2. And let's see, Deep and Dark is a possibility, but don't we have anything a little more useful? I mean, it's useful, yeah, but limited use compared to some of the other skills. Purifications has got it, and about it. We're running low on light-based skills. Gotta keep that. Oh, we've got that one as well, but I think we'll pull this one off first. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot. Forgot to have the appropriate skill. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll get to it. We're gonna have everything regenerating like crazy around here. Sigh. Meanwhile, Let's get Teresa's book back in place while we were doing other things. Hang on, everyone. There you go. Oh boy. Yep. Okay. So that's the one we need in order to produce the Ruby Rise Ruin. So let's head down to the kitchen. Now the good thing about this game is you just cannot allow yourself to be pressured. You can freeze time. You can. I advise saving at the beginning of the day, every day. Save, like I have to do just in case I lose files. And then if you screw up a day, roll backwards in one until you get it. Practice the same day over and over again until you get it right, until it becomes so instinctive you're not even thinking about it anymore. You're not even considering it anymore. You're just doing it. Like that. Love Ruby Rise Ruin in a little bit right there. And still more to do. Now with Shaft 3 at the moment, we should grab the Gerbanite. Right, get in there. And we'll just use that temp skill again. Wire oricum. I always thought that because you combine the glass to produce the oricum, I always think it's glass blowing, but it's not. The other skill that does that. We're out of oricum. All right, let's go. And when we finally get the skill regenerated back, I mean the soul fragment regenerated back there, we will in fact produce another ampule at least, or perhaps use the ampule we just generated to get more of the metal. I still need 2 more from the location. If I'm gonna do that, we gotta make other plans as well. Maybe I'll use the metal we're generating here to read the pattern book. The book where you get pattern, which will give us 2 points of memory on top of that ampule, and it should be fine. This is how my brain works, by the way, when I'm just verbalizing it at this point. All the calculations I make. Not done. Counting parable. So what we need is, boom, Thunderskin's Pan, not it's got scale. It's not persistent, so you gotta keep that in mind. But the Grail will allow me to dream on it, if necessary, within Eva's bed, because Eva's the big Grail lady here. Okay, let's get to St. Janice's. I am really liking that saint. Nod, nod, wink, wink. It's not a saint, by the way. It's a divinity that's just hiding. Let's see, devotion. Oh, we need that, obviously. And then we're gonna need, where's the clamshell? Alright. Get Enduring Reflection back up and running. Alright. Now, what the hell can we do with Thunderskin's Pan? I'm hoping this. Ampule over here. Thank you very much. Alright. Dispensary. Okay. This. Grab the Westcotts. 11 skill is the drum. That should be 15. Waddled Thunder. Drum storm potential into the weft to capture more heart aspect. Drums and dances will keep your level. Heart plus Thunderskin's Payon equals Swaddled Thunder. I've got no idea what this is, but we're gonna find out. Go. I mean, it's even named after the storm. So yeah, it's appropriate. Every time we do a storm, we're doing this stuff. Oh boy. But let's go check on our regeneration here. I think we're still short on both. And I wish you could quick scan between the city and this. It would save me so much time. But yeah, the city, village. Right. Anyways, continuing. Now we're kind of waiting on things to regenerate. There you go. The metal's up and running. Okay, so the first thing to think about is, yeah, we're going to have to produce wheat fast again. All right, so let's grab some water. Yeah, we're going to be in water dead at this point. Okay, can't use metal, unfortunately, to pump it out, which is, like, sucks. But, I think... Only a half pitcher. Yeah. We have to borrow from the temple downstairs if we really get... Right, but we still figure out what we're doing with the metal. Okay, so I can read a book with this in order to generate something to produce something. But what do I want to produce? Right, pattern, I said. Let's bounce over here, grab Just Verse, Christopher Napi's favorite poetry book of Christopher Napi, which, considering if we are Teresa, makes a lot more sense than you can imagine. All right, so let's grab metal. Nope, wrong one. Yep, this one. Got it. do this. So then that way, once we have metal regenerated, we'll be able to produce this again with the ampule to produce the gerbanite. Start her up. All right, well that's going on. We're also probably going to use health next. Now, or so we can pump some more water. Let's see. Let's get the books back in place. Don't need... Oh, for crying out loud. Let me get this done first, guys, alright? We're getting a lot of stuff done here, but... Water. Alright. Alright, so go ahead. Yeah, we go in there. I mean, we may have to actually drink some of our excess whiskey we ever lying around, and that would just be horrible. Okay, so... Hey, don't make me drink the excellent whiskey we have in the basement. I don't think I've touched that yet, actually. Alright, let's pause. Reading time, and that's what we do. We read. We drink water and we read. That's what we do. Chandler's relation with the Grove are cautious. Remember, a Grove is actually kind of a bastardized translation of a Druidic sect who are known as Gruos, only because that's how the Romans referred to them. And the Romans are the only people who wrote anything down because Druids memorized everything, so you couldn't get their sacred lore. It worked. We don't have their sacred lore. Unfortunately. Or fortunately. I mean, I don't know. Probably good the Romans don't have whatever actual magic that the Druids had, but... Thank God, no, they're bad enough, as it were. It's a library. It's a library of the tree, which basically means it's probably what we're sitting on right now. Or no, or another one of them. Or it's got to be this one. If it's a Grove and Druidic, there's not a lot of... Unless there's two libraries in the Isles, it's got to be the one we're sitting on right now. But under the hand of the hour named the Applebright, which is a Grail, this is the Grail, by the way. Or possibly the Grail, a combination of the Grail and Applebright. Damn it! It's an aspect of the Grail that does nectar. Remember I told you how nectar was an evolution of the Grail that would produce this blood energy diffused within vegetation, so that would be where the vital essence that we consume comes from? Yeah. I think I've cracked the code here. The Applebright is the avatar of the Grail, the Red Grail, that deals with the regenerative powers of the green. That's why in the Grail Apostle run, it's the one that picks up the soul fragment of the person who was eaten, saying that in time you'll be regenerated. Basically pulling them into the green, slow regeneration of vegetation to bring them back. Because nature always brings you back. In time, however, Shiller comes to be more sympathetic to the Applebright, which suggests it causes harm only when invited. Basically a more lighter version of the Grail, one that produces not as much energy, mind you, because blood energy versus the green. Green's very slow, very powerful if you're very patient on energy wise, but the red is quick and brutal. So yeah. The Singlefoots of the title are one-horned, one-footed hill things with sweet but powerful voices. No idea. Powerful enough to open up the mountain, which means they have knock or horned axe abilities. Probably horned axe, considering that they're older entities. The primordials. Primals. I usually call them primals, and it's a long story. Primal is what I go to if you could talk to it. The Singlefoots sometimes trample pilgrims, sometimes heal them, sometimes coerce them to enter the mountain to become Singlefoots. Okay. So Shaler explains that when he found this last coming too tempting, he decided to return to his homeland. Yeah. Always check get the receipts. Okay, only one lesson actually. Alright, so now this one and this, yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do. Alright. Also the shaft back online. Now we're gonna definitely have to regenerate health, because it's just too useful. That, yeah, like I said, we may be pulling a definite in the red down a day here. Which, considering that, art is the main thing we're working with, makes a lot of sense. We are bleeding out, slowly but surely. As our life does, usually come to the point. Alright, so, I think we can do it this way. I need this, and I will need a pattern when it's done as well. Okay. So, there's that. Still waiting on a couple of things. Listening to that lovely rain, by the way. Let's get the book in place. I don't have a lot of earth books, actually, but I don't have space for it either. Oh, my God. Rearrangement required. I guess you're going here, and you're going here, and let's find 6. Apparently I got a lot of the... I got a little more stronger ones earlier. Yep. We need more shelf space. We always need more shelf space. Alright. Okay, pause. Okay, we finally got that stuff. We'll need another one for our rule of 2. There you go. Oraclum. There you go. Alright, so, meanwhile... we still need to get pattern going. Oh boy. Okay, so let's get our liquids in place. There you go, pattern. I think we can do this down here. I think liquid and glass are about... there's glass. We can put it right there. Actually, yeah, we can put them in either slot, I remember now. Let's grab pattern. Let's grab... box. Let's grab that shaft. Urbanite. Which we're currently out of. And again, now we're out of the... now we are out of the... ampules. So, yeah. We're just out of everything at this point. Okay, so let's get things moving. Gotta get those regenerators in motion. Get our book of poetry back. I wonder if it's dedicated to Teresa. Really do sometimes. Alright, let's get this. Alright, so the Gervinate here. I guess we'll put the components down here. And just like... I believe Lethe is also a component of something, I'm sure of it. Health. Got it. Alright, so what we can do, while we're waiting for the other stuff, is we can grab... I know we've got fur and feathers and we have stone stories. I'm going to grab stone stories. We're going to grab Savage Hymn, put that in, put in health. Get that knocked out. Alright, Enduring Reflection, now up and running. Excellent, one less thing we have to worry about. We're still waiting on the, regenerating the bed. Okay, so yeah, the bed, we're going to get that back, and then we're just going to wait on the other stuff. But we're going to pause. We can actually think about... do we want to regenerate anything else? I think we can. We just grab the other shaft. Okay, yeah, like, we're going to have to do some serious recovery. Alright, grab that water. Because we can use that, I think, and have enough time to be able to produce another one of the juice boxes. Boy. Good. This is why we built up that cash over time, so we can have these days in which we have to spend a lot of it at once, because it goes quickly. Keeping busy. Definitely keeping busy. What are you? Swaddled Thunder. A storm wrapped in subtle threads, looks like a hell of a cigar. Ready to be released within a few digits of snaps. So it... fabric! Oh my god! We've been playing with fabric for so long. Fabric of 6'4"? I have so many questions. I have so many answers. I just have to connect them all right now. Anyways, that was fun. We just basically took the storm outside and wrapped it up in thunder. I mean, we've got Star Dreams and Storm that, whatever it is. Yeah. You know what to do with fabric? It goes here. And yeah. I think we all know one of the ones we should really be thinking about at this point. Stitching and binding. But we can't until we have a appropriate skill for it. Yeah. Stitching, let's just close this, put it back. We got things to think about. We got a lot of stuff to think about. Oh boy. Anyways. Stone Stories now at level 2. Excellent. Now let's grab... which one do we want? Petrifications, Disciplines of the Scar. Let's do Disciplines of the Scar. It's one of the ones we don't usually do. Hit it. Alright. Alright, deep breath, everyone. Deep breath. God, what else we gotta do today? God, that was a lot. It was seriously a lot. Get you eventually. Alright, Yeah, it was a day. We've been very productive lately in all of our days because I gotta say it. I gotta say it. You're doing this game. Do what I do. Pause at the beginning of every day and think. Plan the entirety out. If you want to use my 4 cycle system, basically it's one, read and gather slash exercise, gather or work. In other words, essentially using up your physical labor and your mental labor that way. 2, pick one book if you've got it in order to be able to read to gain a skill. 3, pick 3 actions, 2 minor, 1 major, or 1 major, 2 minor. 4, then just go to town with whatever's left. I gotta say, it's working. It's definitely working. This was the scar level. I wanted to get that because it's 4 edge. I'm not sure I have another 4 edge. But now we do have a 4 edge. Alright, so what else are we doing? Okay, well, I've got both of these. No, I don't have this running. Oh my god, can I do this? Should I do this? No. I don't think I'm gonna be able to produce anything useful in that time. But in any case, let's get the show rolling. I don't even have to worry about dreaming or anything like that. Okay, so yeah. Pause. Boom, the Gerbenite. We're gonna have to do that again, by the way, but we've got the soul fragments to do it. Why I got that extra one, and I'm so sorry. You people mentioned that there was a second place and one more story I could have eked out with that before I committed it. I didn't. I'll try to remember in the future. Apologies for that. But we're gonna get to the point where like I said, I'm thinking about getting a 3rd health fragment, then combining these 2. That will give me a superior 3-way 2s here, which is great. Which 2 makes it a lot easier because everything's kind of even, so I can get 2-point memories so quickly. Alright, so can we get this done? I think so. We only need 60 seconds to produce a tier 1 object. Tier 1 object is 60 seconds. Tier 2, we have to get 10 for to create, is a minute and a half, and a tier 3 is 2 minutes. Just keep that in mind when you're making these plans. This is why I don't look at anybody else's lesson schedules or anything like that, because my brain will start to produce the patterns. This is where the tips and tricks came from. This is just how I got it. You didn't see that part. Now you're seeing it. I don't know if some of you seem to be enjoying it. Okay, let's see. All right, there you go. And temple, and that will produce our lovely little juice box. And this right here is the adult. This is the wine. Ampule is a juice box. This is freaking wine with 6 knock. Yes. The thing is, if I'm talking about the primal essence of things, which is what we're doing, alchemy, the physical alchemy, not the spiritual alchemy, is about getting the primal essence within an object, extracting it, and then using it. This is one of the first principles of the Forge, alchemy, produced by the Watchman. Hush House Lecture number 3, everyone. Oh, God. That one took a lot, but oh my god, I am proud of it. Do I have anything else going at the moment? I don't actually think so. Basically, it's just a race between the Ampule and Dawn. And it's a close one. Might actually blow it again, I don't know. But we're definitely going to need a lot more water. I gotta dedicate all of that to water, but we also need to play with fabric. Oh god. Alright, we did it. Ooh, cut it close this one, but we got it. Alright, so yeah, Ampule there. We need to get more glass finger toxin too. And I need to find out the tier 2, or tier 3 for glass finger toxin as well. Did it just in time. Oh gods. Oh gods. Fog? Tell me it's fog. Fog. I got so many plans with fog. Alright, I think, isn't fog 3 moon? It is. I have thoughts. I'm gonna go think them. Hang on. And we're back, and I have, you can see up here, several ideas of what to do. So let's get cycle 1 started, of course, right away, in which we are going to grab one of these books. Come on. Oh, whoops, sorry, up here. Never mind. Silly me. And we will grab metal. There you go. And catalog that one. Of course, we're getting low on water, as you can probably see. Up here, we've got these 2 that have yet to be done. So, first things first, we're going to have to get this one. and serve appropriately. Okay. And of course, immediately roll around and, yeah. Back to the well. You know, back to the well. It's kind of ironic that sometimes used as a metaphor for creativity. You have to go back to the well of creativity to renew yourself. But the other health he has to use for a specific purpose. You see, we're going to need a honey scar jasmine candle to help work with the good reverend. So, whoops, wrong one. So we're going to have to do some picking. I think this is it, right? Let's make sure. Honey scar jasmine. Yep, that's what we need. And yeah, I think that'll do. As to that gathering, and of course for the third heart-based one chore, we all know what we're doing with that. Doing a little labor in the morning because we were running a little behind in cash. Okay, so what we're going to, however, pick for a book is this one, the Iron Book, the Order Liminae's manual. An order of quasi-immortals who maintain a secret enclave at the source of the river Limia in the Roman province. Yeah, it's been a while. In Spacia, Galatia, this manual was compiled by one merely Meliari Yavini, who claims to travel to join the Ordo from the crossroads of the waters. Now that's with Fusine. I do not believe that, Fusine does not have any edge to it, so we're going to need additional edge. I can gain 4 edge pretty easily here, but I only gain 1 edge. We're doing it from herb, because we'll need metal for everything else. It's 5. I can get 6 if I use this saw, but again, we need 2 more, so we're going to have to do some reading of the derived Miriam. However you pronounce that. So let's get that knocked out. Right then. Okay. That seems appropriate. We're going to need this to deal with Timothy today, so yeah. Let's probably go with vet, as it's usually our go-to for a disposable soul fragment. Not disposable literally, but you know, when we don't use for much else. Anyways, what's going on? Let's get that candle started. That's going to count as one of our major tasks for the day. And there you go. Niskar scented candle. Ah, yes, arts and crafts. A friend of mine said that most of magic is just doing arts and crafts, but with intent. Alright, so with that one down, let's get, of course, our good friend Timothy ready and raring to go. Stop by and say hello, and yeah. I think that's it for now. We got a lot of other stuff doing. Although, yeah, shaps, we have to consider what we're going to be doing for, we need more Gervanite. We need more, to get more Gervanite, we need more of these bottles. So, why don't we, first things first, this is, yep, that's the one. Grab this, and, I think Gervanite's the, okay, yep, this one's good. So we'll Amphiol from praying real hard, and then for the other one, let's see, grab this. I think we can grab that. We can grab 4 and 2 for the shaft. We need a second one though. Selection. Oh, right. Can do as we can. I mean, this is a substance. Mental thinking. I don't know where we can put sand. I don't think we can put it in the furnace, but it's a possibility we can. Because guess all how to make glass, right? We can do it. We do that, we grab the glass finger toxin. We're gonna have to replace 2. Using that stuff up like crazy. Shapt and nope, not that one. This one. Gervanite to replace the Gervanite we've been using up. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of shaft-based stuff. Herb we're gonna need for the reading, metal we're gonna need for Timothy, Boston Trist, or then our backup. Let's get started. There we go. That would be Timothy. Nope, it's not. Actually, it's water. We'll need that. Whoops, hold on, pause. Get rid of that. I need more water. hold off for the moment. Actually, no, we'll probably need all of it. Speaking of which, let's grab Timothy. Let's talk to you about rolling up our shirt sleeves, shall we? Speaking of which, the fact that the coffee maker is always sawing is show you how life goes on this island. It's pretty raw. Yeah, we have two options, by the way. Oof. Experiment be on site. Is Loves Bischoff's bewildering, wildly derived final film. Well, Geeks and Volatile. It's going to be pretty easy to do. That's like the fourth film we have. We should probably start using those. Now, do we want to regenerate Faust or do we want to regenerate metal? So, we've already got this Faust up and going, and we've used up the other metal, so it makes more sense to do this way. Get that recharged. Right then. Should be hitting the big first minute ending. Should be hitting real fast. Right, 10 seconds. But before we get that done, the director's now up to 2 when it comes to Forge. Next, we'll bring him up to... Let's grab the spanners, I believe. Borrow our spanners anytime. We got extra. Let's get that film in place. There's the first minute crazy. Okay. Expense. Let's get the chore refreshed. And rest and refreshment, make sure we can see that. We do it that way. Memory contradiction, which is 2 point. There's the candle. Need that for our next step with you know who. Sight and yeah. Ample. Alright, so before we get that done, let's get let's put the water away so we have a couple slots. Yeah, there you go. And there you go. Get in there. There you go. Now, just so we have someone, don't have to go looking for it by the front door. Okay. Thinking, however, next time we'll do some shafting. Okay, so the book's away. Right, start the reading. First, grab the book, the Order Limine. The Iron Book 1, there you go. We'll need Fusine in order to be able to read it. There you go. Skill Fragment for 1. Skill for 5. Contradiction for 7. And a Saw will give us 10 and 8, which would be more than enough. And somebody once asked if I'm keeping myself... I know I can go above level 3 with skills. I do. It's just that I can get most things done that I need to right now with level 3, and I want to get all of them to level 3, and then I'll decide which ones I want to supercharge. But let's see what these guys have to tell us, shall we? Okay, let's get moving. I'm going to use at least one of these today. Get back to Eva's collection here. I feel her spirit guiding us in all things. Which, you know, could actually be true and not just metaphor around here. Okay, that's 3 for you, Timothy. Let's get you up to 5. There you go. We'll need that cup of tea we usually use with him. And Forge, there. We got to brew a new one today. Alright, so Lots of water work today. Let's replace that. What we just used. There's the Gurbanite. And... white first. Alright, let's get the flowers back in place. That will be tea for Timothy when we get him. Also, we're replacing this water here. Yep. Let's get the Gurbanite in place. Just so we have everything has its place, so we know where to find it. Alright, may have to do some switcheroo here, though. I'll have to put this someplace else. Let's shut the time machine out of containment. Alright, refresh for the memory, then we give him this to make him 7, because that's a special ability. God, I didn't use the fog yet. I'll have to use that for the, or something with Shapt. Whenever I get ability to regenerate Shapt, mind you. Speaking of which. But I'm thinking, yep, let's do it here. Water's cheaper than money, so we need another Shapt. Got it. And hold this glass of water. Speaking of which, we'll have to regen our water because we keep using it up. So, yeah. Pretty easy one to pick. No gathering today, apparently. Unless I could do the whole thing with Triss down here, because you can use the water-based one due to beach coming. That'll do. Alright. Let's see what we got here. How are we doing at Eva's desk here? Members of the Ordo took an oath, the iron chain that required them to remain hidden from the world. The manual includes presumably long, obsolete addresses and passphrases, like the Masons, that could be used to find the Ordo's contact in the town of Iria. Well, yeah, but it's also like centuries old. These are technically mortals, but their mortal contacts will eventually shuffle off. Alright, there you go. 9. With tea, and we need to brew another tea, so... Where's our veiled goddess stuff? Yep, we'll need another packet, damn it. Use some ordering today. We'll brew it here. There you go. And yeah, I'm not doing anything with Hoss today. Alright, so while we're doing this done, let's go get our order form done. I think it's this one. Right. Oh. Got. Shouldn't be that difficult. Obscene tea. Excellent. That's what I need. We'll order 2 of them. I should use the refill option. That would have been perfect. It's like one of the few times I could have actually used it. Alright, there you go. Now that should hopefully give us 2, according to what I was told. And we'll put the tea back into the beverage bar in just a moment. Speaking of which, we should run over here where it's still open. Always doing this last minute. They probably don't even like us that much. Alright, so... there you go. No idea what the change will be on that. Alright, so that's done. But also, last one, we need the magic pears for Timothy. $13, which is what we're going to need. The final part of the manual describes the punishments for the Ordo members who break their oath of secrecy. This includes an invocation used to summon the spirit called King Crucible. As an agent of vengeance, which burned you down, yeah. Give any cautions, it must be used as a last resort when the oathbreaker would otherwise go unpunished. Summoning the King Crucible might draw the personal attention of the Forge of Days, which is bad. A marginal note suggests in any case that the King Crucible, in the most transcendent sulk of sulks, no longer leaves the mantis. Oh yeah, it's because we ate part of him, you recall. that is going to let us do this, because I did hold back metal for a reason. May not be able to do the second part last. Depends on how many times we recharge today. Alright, so that's been sent off. Should give me 2 packets, I hope. We'll find out probably next episode. If that worked. If I could see it, bloody hell. There you go. Good to have a well-stocked larder. Especially when you're planning on, you know, hosting. Alright, first things first. Timothy. I believe... Which one is it? Yeah, we were... Remember that book yesterday in game time told us that, yeah, there's some sort of evil secret beneath the cellar. So this room, too, has been visited by worms. Guess where they came from? The abomination of relic kind, but almost no traces. So Timothy's going to be cleaning out the basement for us. This spring sand, which is slightly better than usual sand, I suppose. Shaft's up and running, which is good. Then we've got another water set. Alright, so first things first. Shaft. I need to replace the glass finger toxin as we're completely out at the moment. So, let's get the fog in place. Shaft. I think I'll do it. No, that's... Oh, that's the liquid. Which one's the liquid? Liquid. Okay, so we need just one more, basically. That'll do. Glass finger toxin online, so we're... Excellent. We'll need another one of those soon. Speaking of which, should we regenerate? Let's generate... we need in order to generate a hammer, though, we need these 2 skills with edge or forge. So basically, I mean... We'll probably save that for tomorrow to do. Meanwhile... So what does that mean we want to reset now? Or just... You don't have enough time, I think, to gather safely. So... Let's get guild done at least. The book I'll have to put into place. Where is it? Iron book will go with that. This will go over here. Kind of a rhythm going on here. Notice so much of this stuff. Wow. Yeah, it's basically going to be burn fodder the way things are going. So burn fodder. Let's get this going at least. Burn fodder will go in the back room. So yeah. Where I keep the extra stuff. Let's get the booking place. The edge. Where's our edge family? Edge family be here. Goes here. It goes here. Excellent. So it's like I said, the shelves are starting to clean out a bit. Makes things interesting, that's for sure. So we're now into evening. Short on water, I think. Here. Alright, so let's get that water replaced. We're waiting for the room to be done. Should be this. Okay, and they get a backup one going here. Alright. Get to you in a moment. First things first, let's get this back in place. So you notice that as long as you keep the systems up and going, you can keep progressing, as it were. Alright, we still need to get more shaft-based stuff, definitely, on the next day, as it were. Alright, so the cellar. Jail cellar. The entrance to the sub-cellar was barred, locked, chained. That's beneath here. And warded both physically and otherwise. Whatever's kept down there, they took it extremely seriously. It looks like very much like the questing rooms broke the seals drawn by the power below. It looks very much as though they regretted it. So it's not that they were it's not that they were not the worms. It was were contained in it. The ones trying to eat it and then get blasted apart. And I got, let's see, Some bottles, fuel, oddities, bits. Yeah, this is going to take a lot to get through. Got a lot of these. Pickled mushrooms. Not sure why they have remains here. Probably don't want to know. And the candle. Alright, so this is going to take a lot of engineering. I like the fact it says keep out here. Turn back. The sagging dock. The storms have had their way with this since the prison was abandoned. It won't last much longer. Oh yeah, it's going to take a lot to get through. Those are two we don't generate a lot of, but I don't even know if I can get... I can get Jeremy in here if I use knock. Sullen heat still rolls below. Its originator must be long gone, must be quelled before it can ascend safely. Probably gonna be doing other spots first, though. We still have to figure out why there's another heat spot here and the maze jail. So we'll be seeing what we can do with Timothy. For now, he can go home after a hard day's work. Poor boy. Probably not used to this level of manual labor I put him through. But, like I said, that's his penance. Okay, so probably should let the night continue. I think I'm pretty much done. I could sneak a couple of things in, but we've been playing a little too hard and fast. And I'm going to see if I can get a film tomorrow. First, we'll see what the weather's like. I thought that was sudden. Night comes here quickly. But yeah. Again, I'm probably going to consider getting some... Where are we here? Yep. Glassmaker toxin. There you go. Still need to get so much more. Lots of knock liquid here. Level 2, level 4, and level 6. But yeah. It's a good day. It was a good day. Alright, so let's get daybreak going. And another gale, so we'll be doing stuff with that. You know, it's always fun when we get the 3 or higher points in a weather card. So I will do my thinking for the day, and I will be back. And we are back. And today, it seems, is going to be a bit of a busy day, as we're going to be having a visitor for our current affair of the unfinished lark, which appears to be an abstract sculpture. Okay, so we all know that art in this game is usually some form of mysticism that is probably going to cause some massive problems. So I'm feeling it's like a Clark Ashton Smith concept we got going on along with Lovecraft, because he was really big into decadent art being an aspect of cosmic horror, sort of the expression of a soul that's gone to seed. He was a strange person, also the one of the 3 that founded cosmic horror between Lovecraft, him, and Robert E. Howard that managed to live to a decent age. So, I don't know what that says. Not really. In any case, today of course, this is going to be one of our minor tasks. We've got another minor task. We're using these 2 in order to upgrade disciplines of hammer and the gale means that we are essentially going for our major task going to be doing a 2-stage evolution where we transfer that into another one of those rolled up storms. I like to say storm cigars. Yeah, these things. Where are they? I got right here. The Swaddled Thunder. Fix Heart for Sky. Quite useful. I have a plan for them in the future. And once we have a backup, I'll probably go through with it. In any case, you may think it's kind of odd, but I'm going to be doing 3 memories in order to create the first stage, because if you look at the musical instruments, let's see, you note that there are 3 possibilities for memories. 2 here for inspiration, memory, and application can have a memory so long as it's sound. Also can use an omen, but we won't be using that. And you can use the second soul fragment, which may come in handy for the second stage, but we're going to be careful with our hearts. So when we start stage 1 here, let's be careful, because that's usually where we use up a lot of our hearts. Now the most basic thing, of course, is going to be cataloging this book. And of course grab our metal. It's a mere nocturnal, so it should be relatively low lore-wise. Now, we're going to need hearts, but we're going to need to all of these skills first, which means we're going to have oops, wrong one. An opportunity to be able to use chore here and then have it ready when we actually do need it. Because we're using 2 of those to go back. And we use 1 of the hearts, keeping 1 in reserve, for pulling up water, because we definitely need more water. We always need more water. And that'll be that. Now stage 2, of course, is we pick the book. And book-wise, the one I really want to get... Where is it? Oof. Lost track of it for a moment. Is that it? No, heart. There was... There it is. There's a new skill, Inks of Power, but it's a 12 rows. And rows isn't the easiest one to get, because I only have... I can generate 6 with a 3 for memory, plus a tool for 1, makes it, of course, 10, which means I have to find 2 through other means in doing so, and I don't want to do that simultaneously while I'm going with other things. Also, of course, hang on a second, I think we have an ink. Goes with that, do we? None of the inks have a rose component. Rose has been kind of an interesting one in that we don't use it a lot, but there's not a lot of opportunities to accumulate it. In any case, let's get then a simpler concept. Experiments beyond sight. Which one's this? This one's the scar. We've already done that one. It's don't think we need a forge component. Colors in the liver. Now that one, let's see. Excursions would be a moth and grail. I don't think we have a lot of those. I mean, I can go. Ooh, solutions and separations though. That one would work. Okay, so that looks logical. So let's grab. No, colors in the liver. So we'll grab colors in the liver and we'll bring it up to the projector. One of the ones that I think we can. Oh, good lord, it's going to take forever. The problem is we don't get a slot open. Maybe I should start the reading first. In any case, there it is. Thank goodness. Grab herb. That makes it 2. We need a total of 6. That's not going to be hard at all. Yep. Okay, so Isley's Bishop's most controversial film, blamed for outbreaks of cannibalistic killing in Tiflis and Leipzig. Leipzig. Tiflis and Leipzig. Whoever speaks... I'm assuming it's German. It could be Dutch. I don't know. Whoever speaks those languages, please forgive me. I've never actually been able to pronounce English that well, so my non-native languages don't have much hope. Alright, so... let's get that started. Alright, so that's stage 2 we've got down. Stage 3. This is going to be a lot of reading, obviously, so we got to pick... You know, we're going to need quite a bit. So let's start here. Now, I need... these fast. So my guess is actually let's start with vet. We don't use that one a lot except for reading. Get that started. And the first one. There you go. This one. Let's just grab fast. Throw this one in. That should be the 2 we need to upgrade one skill. And of course we're going to need to have metal in order to do so. Let's see. Down here, grab a Trist. Throw this one, which is one of the few music books we have, which is good, which means I don't have to bother crafting another one. And let's see, what else? Whist, usual one. Let's get this. Come on. Get that one going. Last but not least. I think of the 2, yeah. Let's get the other Trist in there. That is going to be a lot. We get the first minute over with. Alright, let's get moving. Just interested to see who we get today. Also, let me hold off. No. Well, speaking of which, while we've got thinking about it, we've got the shaft here. We might want to consider renewing some of our supplies. There's Teresa's book, Locksmith's Dream, Incurus, the 5th and final volume. Well, she's dead, so or us. Teresa Gallmer's notorious work, which means technically the journal would be the 6th volume, begins a examination of parallels in the mystic dreams of artisans craftsman, Demiurgos, but became an account of her own occult journey. This volume was apparently never published nor allegedly even written, yet here it is. The being, of course, is that she finished after she ascended. Okay, so the quick thing we can do about that is let's get this over here. Toss this here. We gotta and tackle it later. Yep, make sure not blue. Lasering, lightsmithery. Yeah, we've got a lot of those. All right, so yeah. Let's see. Let's start drinking. I know, it's early for drinking, but it's just water. Anyway, speaking of which, what do we have for our grape juice? Yeah, we got both grape juice bottles, so we got to consider another glass finger toxin. Or another thing to consider is it should be relatively easy with Curious Hunch to see whatever next grade is. Level 3 for... Oops, let's pause for a moment here. Okay. Oh, Peter Agitius. He's a musician, mystic, impreciaro. I don't know what that means. I think it's related to music. Agitius was a dancer once. One cannot see him without knowing it. The wound in his thigh, which is known as the Grail King wound, I believe. Which means, of course, which is a crippling of somebody's mystical potential by severing them from the left-hand side energies of the feminine. Which is another freaking theme we've got going here, the severance of the intuitive, generative abilities of the feminine, or that Westerners assign to the feminine. He's more of a sage, but his every movement sells the cadence of a prayer. Yep, because to him, Aramaic Fusine already know that one, so there's nothing he can teach us. So yeah, we're just going to get money from it instead, I guess. Alright, so let's get him settled out. Right then. Okay, so you, this, and a book. A book that has 4 sky in it. I got plenty of those. And I honestly think I'll give them Teresa's. I'll just give him this one. I think this will suffice. At least it will not disgrace myself. Alright, pause, because we've got a lot to do at this point. First, before we go any further, let's test a theory. Okay. Pausing for a moment. Actually, grab these two. I think what we could do is actually use the forge for this one. Forge will allow me to use both of these. There you go. Because you can use that as glass instead of use it as glass rather than liquid as well. And you can put glass in one and liquid in the other, which is awesomeness sauce. Anyways, I think glass blowing is it. That brings us to 12. Tossing Curious Hunch. Sacramental acetate. So we got that one. Induce a change in the toxin and make it not potent but safer. So it means basically that's going to be the 6-point draft. Like the Grail one we have that we can drink to somebody, which is going to mean that we can unlock any freaking door that we want as a knock component to it, because we have 6 knock for a tool and 6 knock for a drink. That's 14 plus, of course, 15 for Timothy's natural ability. Like he has 1 prayer of St. Anne. But that would mean we can get him into he can open up any door, because I haven't seen any of these past 15. Anyways, so, yeah. Let's get knocking, shall we? Now, the biggest problem, of course, is that we're going to have to do some replacement. Okay. Which means that I think... Can we do Glass Finger Toxin with another combo? Alright, let's... Chapped, because we used up our last one for that. Let's see, I think... Works and Clockworks will do it. Nope, it's Carbonite. Oh, anything else we can fit in here? Door and wall. Yep, we can do Glass Finger Toxin if I can bring a liquid and bring it up to 10. That should be easy enough. Actually, yeah, it should be relatively easy enough. know if we have any remains that are actually remains. I mean, knock is related to wounds, so you'd think so, but you never know. One of them, but I don't want to use the witch horns for that. They just look too valuable. Alright. Also looking way too valuable. So what can I... Well, I could use flowers. And... easily enough. Used to do that a lot. Let's knock it out. And let's get the regen going. And while we're here, I might as well put the book away. Still technically here, still can technically put the book away. This one will take a little longer. That one, and 4 years since his adoption from Bristol Orphanage, Ilnape served as Stockholm's pupil and protege. Oh wait, we already did this one. Sorry, I just find anything about him interesting. I am really role-playing Teresa. Okay, so yeah, let's get things started. I don't know. We need grab this, grab that, grab metal, grab prediction and foresight. It's to level 3, which is about as high as I'm going at the moment. Now, this is where things get interesting, because what we're going to do, we're going to establish Memory Storm, Memory Solace, a Cheerful Ditty, brings us up to 6, then we'll have Drums and Dances, brings us to 10, but we still need a Soul Fragment, but we can use this one because it's got Sky. And Sky. All music can use Sky, because Sky is harmony. And music should be harmony if it's music, and not just noise. Okay, so that part's over with. So, quick note, let's get these books back in. Gonna need more space, aren't I? Always need more space. First world librarian problems. Come on. I want to move the couch. I like the couch there. Oosh. Heading up. Always heads up. Okay, so got that one done. Lots of things going on. That to replace. Skill goes back in place. And yeah, keep going. Let's get the bed done here. Okay. Excellent. And he leaves us with 2 Spinter. I kind of am. Almost have enough. Okay, so a gang of heretic priests agrees to strike the fear of the change into infuriating atheist sinisterity. Oh, God, this is Christian exploitation, which is an actual genre. There's a genre for everything. It's like a Rule 34, but even expanded, so maybe like Rule 34 squared. At night, they dress as 4-winged angels, which is a technical classification of lower dimensional angels. Still higher than us, but lower than, not near the presence of God. or whoever, and crawl down chimneys through the windows to savage members of the congregation. The priests are caught by unidentified figures wearing heavily mandibled masks. We Carapace Cross again, like gross caricatures of ants. They are force-fed larvae. A final capture indicates at dawn the larvae will hatch, so they're converted back. Oh, that's just great. Revelation and Resurgence and Emergence is 1. Okay. Quite sure we've got Revelation. It has nothing to do with any of these. And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna classify this one. Grail. Grail over here. Oh god, everything. Everything, I swear. Alright, 4, 4. Here. Oh, it's an excellent 6, so you can go here. Okay, so that's a... Can we fit this back in? No? Aye. More shelf space required. Okay, so we had that little picture show. Yeah. Okay, that's a thought. We can do it this one. Get that Foss redone, I'm guessing. And we can use the Memory Revelation to produce something. Maybe one of these. Because we do use a lot of that. I hate to let skills just go unattended. And again, excellent. Metals online. What do we want to do this time? I say, let's do frost. Some fresh water. There you go. Huh. War is back. We're gonna need it. What else do you want to do? The thought. Even if nothing else, we can use it for gathering. Tempted to use that metal to get their last one here, but we'll savor that. We'll just one book at a time. Now, but we could do. Pause a moment here. We're gonna need one moth, I think, for what I'm thinking about. Yep, with solutions and separations, we want to get one moth skill, and that means we can grab this one. It's impulse, which is definitely a moth ability, and we need. Let's use our comfy chair, our comfy desk. Get that started. Obviously going to need a tryst as well, so that should be the next regenerator. Last finger toxin, excellent. Underskin's payout, there you go. Just get that cleared. Alright, so Underskin's pan is down. What we need is going to be a little weird. Thinking. Yeah. Another 10. I need 3 more. So we're not going to be able to do it this way. We can do it, however. We can. Where's the Westcott compounds? We have another one of them. I believe right here. Yep, that'll do. Gideon soaks. We'll have to go work on replacing that. But that's a liquid. I need this one. This one. Yep. Boom, Swaddled Thunder. Just need the Gideon soaks. Definitely need to recover those. Okay, so boom, that's the second one of 2 we wanted, so that's done. Health is clear, so we have the ability to do some gathering, which is going to be interesting. Alright, I think I'm short on wood, so we'll run out here. See what happens. Do. There you go. Pour off some water while we're waiting. I drink a lot of water a day. Both in real life and here. Sacrament acetate. Ooh. I have so many points. I'll do it again tomorrow. Oh boy. Well, it's a good thing with the glass finger toxin replaced. Meanwhile, let's get that started again. Boom. That's 6 vector, 6 dock, and 6 rail. And this poor stuff right here, I've never figured out what to do with it, mind you, but I'll find a use for it eventually. Kind of already blew past it in a lot of ways. But anyways, what do you think we're going to do with the health? Now, do we have any vegetation in the winter besides the pears? I mean, blue crown. What is blue crown again? We have a bunch of it already, I think. There it is. Blue sky is decent. Blue crown or take a roll on that? Nah, we'll just do some beach coming. Pull that lever, see what we get. There you go. Oh my god. Hang on one bloody second. I never use the freaking gale. I can create these things without the gale. That's the lesson we've taken now, but unfortunately it also means I figure out what the hell I'm going to do with it. That's 3, 2. Figure out something. Okay, despite the little distraction, I came up with something practical. Let's actually replace the Gideon soaks we've been using. To do that, I need herbs since I don't have an available there you go. Don't have an available heart card to even regenerate them. They're all being used. So let's continue. I'll show you what I plan on doing. Let's re-impulse. Excellent. Okay then. Can't have lost it. They were just here a moment ago. I'm just feeling like I'm just running around in circles sometimes. Because I had... Oh, am I using it for something? I would be, wouldn't I? Anyways, let's hope that we'll locate that shortly. Anyways. What was that skill I was planning on using? Oh, wait. It's gotta be one of the transformation ones. Opt solutions, and there it is. Ah. Really me. Of course, I need to regenerate the damn skill. Hang on a second. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a race. Let's get Trist in here. Hopefully I can get this moving in time. That is a lot of water I've used today. The book back in place. Gonna have to get some more soul fragments soon, which is probably on time, as it were. So to speak. Wait, more granite. Exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, put that into the burn pile, basically. Alright, let's go. Excellent. We got herb back, plus some cash. Change, of course. So let's see if this plan of mine... Alright, so these each have one heart. We can put them in here. We can grab the bowl, which is a third heart, right off the bat. Add exsanguinations, which is a quick 7. Then full fragment erg. And the memory I was going to be using was the gale, of course. Boom. Gideon soaks by infusing storm into grail and mixing. Hey, it works. I'm not complaining. Frost and Revelation. What the hell? I've got 5 right off the bat right there before even sticking in anything else. You know what? Screw it. Let's convert it all. Royal compilation, and since it's 9, I put in the wrong one. I put it at liquid. Then dark essence. Wait, what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Put that here. Oh, just really funny. Grab the... I moved the paint over to this space because I didn't use that much of it. But yeah, it wouldn't be... There it is. Yellow paint. I don't really do anything else with it, so let's get it. I got some space back. So it's probably going to be considerably more practical. Ooh, there it is. Put that one to storage. Lots of... I always like when more adding more than subtracting, because it means you're getting more. It means you're winning, right? Keep those there by the fire. I'm sure nothing bad will happen should they get warm. I mean, it's not like this place has burned down before doing alchemical accidents, is it? Excellent. Love packages. Surprises. 1 for 2. Not bad. Actually, I don't actually... Yeah, I think I already have some. Yeah, we're starting to... I'm going to have to start getting these opened soon. Oh, just acquiring everything, aren't I? Better to be adding than subtracting, as it were. Okay, so we may have a problem here. We don't know if we're actually going to pull it off, but we're going to try. Grab... Visions. Grab Adolescent, grab Trist, grab Impulse. Boom. 30 seconds, hopefully we will have enough time remaining. Find out shortly. Hell of a day. Hell of a day. Moving into the next one. Let me double check something while waiting. And boom. Go. And yeah, it's gonna be the end of this section, I think. What do we got? No, which basically, yeah, we got a lot of plans for that. And we were not quick enough. Okay, so yeah, everything's got kind of interesting. Of course, we pushed ourselves too much last night, so we're gonna have to start with one fatigued out of the way. And I think next episode I'll be adding another soul fragment. I'm gonna think about which one it is, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. I've got ideas. Need to percolate first about my future plans. Anyways, this is your Curia Fantastic World saying visiting hours for Hush House are now closed. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Of course, like, share, subscribe if you did, and I will see you next time. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.